All right, what's going on, everybody? KB Card Stacks here. I've got a good chunk of mail here. We are trying to prepare ourselves for the next 6 months, trying to get ahead of all the hype and the rest of the crowd. We're trying to make sure that we are in position to win. So let's see what I've been buying, what price point, and let's talk about it. All right, first one up is another Roco Beck Happy Holidays. I think this was like $5 or $6. I'm buying up the floor of his autos. I just think there's so much upside with Iowa State. So been scooping up quite a bit of Roco lately. Oh, this I bought on my Discord, I believe. Jaylen Daniels refractor auto. I think this was like 15 or 20 bucks to $4.99. I thought that was a pretty good price. I sell the base or refractors around 20 to 30 bucks. Pretty scarce. He's been pretty hot lately. A lot of people are catching on. All right, Montreal Johnson fuchsia auto to 150. I have been trying to limit my buying on just some of the lower end autos and trying to focus on the gold, orange, red stuff just because it helps limit my buying. And this one popped up and I think it was just Montreal Johnson auto. No fuchsia to 150, and this was like $560. I think it was like $650 shipped. I think I can sell that, 10 bucks on Twitter or 15, on eBay. All right, Kiren Drone's been buying a lot of him. I think this was my 4th auto of his now. I recently discovered he had cards, so now taking advantage of that knowledge. All right, Josh Williams gold lava auto to 50. There's a lot of question marks with the LSU offense. Kyron Lacey and they've got Chris Hilton, a couple other guys, Mason Taylor, a guy I'm buying into, just because I don't know what it's going to look like. And so I think he's going to be the top running back there. All right, here is a slab. And this is LeBron James red prism SGC 10. I think I got this for like 25 bucks shipped. Again, I'm stocking up on a lot of the national pride, Team USA stuff for the Olympics again. We're thinking 2-3 months ahead on that. You can look at the ComC 4-year chart history and you can kind of see there was a spike at the Olympics. Granted, an entirely different market back in 2020. I think this was about $100. I don't know. Not a ton of great buys, but I just think there's good quantity and something that I can grind out. Jackson Shellstead, a freshman at Oregon, played well towards the end of the season. RJ Jones, this was like $2. Again, just freshman auto. Throw this in a box, see what happens. I thought this was a good deal. I think this was like $4 to $6. Hannah Hidalgo, True Blue to $199. Kwame Evans, that was probably under $5 for a gold auto. I'll take that. Dusty Stromer, he's a freshman at Gonzaga, cheap color. Malik Hall, I think I overpaid on this one. This one I'd like to have back. This was like $4. I don't know anything about him, but gold sapphire. Figured I'll throw it in the cart. Devin Williams, another freshman, didn't get a lot of playing time. Gold auto, I think that was like $5 or $6. Antonio Gates, I was kind of shocked that this doesn't sell as well. Just a nice little color match. Green shimmer, I think this was maybe $3, and I think the cheapest is like $6 by it now. L. Ellis, I've seen him on some like top 200 prospects lists. Same with this Javante Taylor. Don't think he ever actually played, or maybe he did with Mikey Williams. They went together. He's from OTE, so I don't know. Mikey's at UCF now. Scotty Middleton, I think he just hit the portal. I don't know him or somebody else. I'm pretty sure it was Scotty Middleton. We'll see what happens. Josh Williams, this I think started my stack gold. Again, nothing crazy. This is purely prospecting. There's nothing I like about him. I'm just like, hey, starting running back in an SEC program, LSU, color match gold, it makes sense. Chris Vizina, orange sapphire guy, just throw him in a box. Dabo does not use the transfer portal, so Michaela Williams, true purple to $3.99 right there. A couple bucks, throw that in a box. I really like her. SEC freshman of the year. Mackenzie Mbako announced that he is returning, so good news on his Bowman U cards, refractor auto, probably $5 or $6 there. Aaliyah Edwards, just a base auto, I think. Yeah, just a base auto. I think that was $5 or $6. Monster game in the Elite Eight versus, who did they play? USC last night. You'll see this, I think, April 21st. So we'll know 3 weeks out from now. And then Donovan Edwards, this one I paid up for $18, but just a color match sapphire. It made sense for me. Picked up on Twitter. Someone tagged me. They were selling it, and they think it's worth a shot on a gold auto. Cade Klubnik, gold lava auto. 2nd year Bowman, but just figured I think this was $30 shipped. I think it's something, I could list somewhere for 40 to 50 and move it. Santos Cyril. This came bubble mailer, so I'm curious how much I paid for it. Just a little on-card auto here, OTE. One of Kentucky's higher ranked recruits in their class, a big shot blocker, so I'm just gonna hold this. All right, nice one here. Jackson Dart gold auto, numbered to 50. I think he's a little high right now for where he is. There's just a lot that can go wrong for Ole Miss, I think, with his current prices. But I went on watchcount.com and this had like 25 to 30 watchers on it. It was $100 all in, I think, and I just hit buy it now. All right, and last one here, Ricky White Orange Bowman Best Auto. Doesn't have autos in any other products. This is the only place you're gonna get his autos. So I've been scooping them up, and I think this brings up kind of a square or maybe a triangle. We'll see how it fills out. But I think there's several sides to prospecting. One corner is going to be the unknown hype, and that's your Jackson Arnold, Brandon Innes. People are buying into it because these recruiting websites are telling you that they're a top prospect, right? But they haven't really done anything, but their prices are high. It's that unknown mystique, right? That's kind of a dangerous spot that I don't like to be in. There's also kind of the in-season hype, and that's when I think you're a little bit too late depending on just how the player performs. You know, when Phil Maffa or Damian Martinez, Devin Neal, one of those guys pops off for 250 yards and there's that spike, right? You kind of want to sell off. And then another corner I'd say is the gamble or low risk. Hey, store it in a box, see what happens. You get a super cheap gold auto. I'm thinking a Donovan Edwards, a Josh Williams for this year, right? Super low risk for, under 10 bucks on a gold auto. Damian Martinez, Joseph Griffin, Makai Lemon. And then there's kind of the educated purchase area. So I guess the fourth corner of using all this information that's available, all this research, who's getting hyped up in the off season in terms of returning production and what they've done, being back in their offense, where their team stands. A guy like Ricky White, 1,400 yards, top 5 receiver. He is the #1 returning receiver when it comes to receiving yards. Guys like that, right? People aren't going to buy him because he's UNLV. Same with Torrey Horton. His price is kind of jumped because I talk about him a lot, but I'm still buying into him. Finding the guys that you believe in that are undervalued, finding those market inefficiencies, right? Guys that you just think are going to take that next step. So it does require some research, some commitment, some belief in some of these guys. For me, I like to be in the educated purchase and decision-making realm. There's solid information behind my purchase. So that's enough of Cards 101, Prospecting 101. But if you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.